NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's second.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 68 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To Aaron Jones. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Allen to throw once more. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
First down, Atlanta.
On play action, Allen being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brings up second and 5.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
9 yards.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third.
Throwing is Allen on third. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6.
Defense.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Makes it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And 1.
Runs through the contact. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
On 1st down, Jones. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Falcons.
Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line.
A gain of 14.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Allen's throw is complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
2nd and 5. At the 18.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen on the right side, open is Gesicki. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of...
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Allen on the keeper.
Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Allen now to throw on third down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
The tackle made.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up
on play action. They'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to add the point after.
the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10.
From the gun, Allen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got Njoku over the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary. So
and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Back now comes the offense. Madden spotlight time as we shine it on Josh Allen. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Allen. On the crossing route, complete. That's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen again. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And the Falcon.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Alvin Kamara with a touchdown run. From there, it's off to Jacksonville to see what's going on with the Jags. And as you see, they are currently all tied with the visiting Denver Broncos. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Keenan Allen, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession, and he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
so the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Taken down at the 41.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun. Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Allen. Now he's flushed out left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Recovered by the defense.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Under review.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. From the gun, Allen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 11 yards. Second.
A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Allen from the gun on third down. He's got his man, Boyd. And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's able to put it through. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. There's a nice move. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He is hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Bears, but they lead things here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
15-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Run for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14.
Falcons, 14.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack on 1st down, Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. A solid stiff arm. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands 1st and 10. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Tucker's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Makes the score Buccaneers 27, Falcons 14.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 23-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
A loss of 12.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw, it's Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And no, it's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Brings up
the Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will swell the lead to 16.
30. Falcons 14.
So he remains perfect. 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. To the air, Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
3rd down.
And again, it's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
7-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
10 at the 10-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 11-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So out comes the field goal team once more.
A 28-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
33. Falcons 14.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bucs, they continue to put themselves in position for a 1st-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.